He's back, everyone! Deadpool has been missing from the comic book scene for quite some time. The last storyline we had involved him being the king of the monsters, and then he up and vanished into the world of manga. He went over to be in the book Deadpool Samurai, and we haven't had a proper American Deadpool comic book for quite some time. Well, I'm here to bring you the reading of Deadpool issue number 1, because the concept is incredible. Why have they not thought of this already? I'm Comicstorian. We take comic books, we break them down into more of a synopsis, giving you a quick rundown of them so that I can give it to you as an audio drama. This allows you to keep up with your favorite comic books and know what you should be adding to your collection at your local comic book stores. And today's episode is brought to you by Gamer Subs, our new energy supplement that we're drinking right here at the Comicstorian office. Make sure you go to gamersubs.com or click the link down below and use the code COMICS. All right, let's get into Deadpool number 1. Hello, everyone. Deadpool here. You're probably wondering why I'm tied to a table by vines and all manners of things that could easily rip my head off. Don't get me wrong, I am enjoying this, a lot actually, but I would love to tell you how I ended up here on this table. And the truth is, I don't know. A woman leans over the table. Oh, you're awake. Hello, Deadpool. Deadpool looks around, telling her, I'm pretty sure I had this dream before. Same sexy immobilization and chemical sedation, a less leafy, more needles. Hey, do I know you? She gets a bit closer, sticking her fingers into the open cut on his chest. You can call me the Horror. See, your body regenerates at an incredible rate. Amputated limbs are reattachable. Removed organs grow back in hours, and you're nearly unkillable, which makes you the ideal home for this little guy. A plant holds out a small canister with something red and swirling on the inside. Oh, hell no! I do not need symbiotes! We've done this dance before! The Horror says, not with that attitude you don't. Would you believe that I just found this one on the street? Back when Carnage and the cult of Null nearly wiped out humankind. It's a shame they didn't, but they did leave something behind, something very special. Symbiotes are a genetically intriguing species, incredibly adaptive and augmentative, yet finicky and delicate. I believe that they hold the key to developing the perfect life form, a brand new creature capable of supplanting humans as Earth's dominant species. And with my powers of biofusion and biofission, I can tailor it however I'd like, creating a symbiote that is strong, obedient, and most of all, worships me over Null. Deadpool sighs. Okay, I can see where this is going. You're just trying to use me for my body, which I'd normally not have a problem with, but in this case, it's an absolute problem. She begins to push the symbiote into Deadpool's wound. You have the perfect body. It's so perfect that I couldn't just use any symbiote. I had to plant a little chunk of Cletus Cassidy inside. I'm gonna grow me a hybrid Carnage. Carnage begins to try and take over Deadpool's body. Hang on! I have so many questions! But there is something important. Something like... 48 hours prior, Deadpool was given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to sit at the table of a highly sought-after assassin guild, the Atelier. His audition mission was to kill Doc Ock within 48 hours. So after coming up with an easy plan to take out one of Spider-Man's greatest foes, Deadpool did what Deadpool does best: waste time. Specifically 24 of his 48 hours. And wouldn't you know it, just before he was about to get the jump on old Doc Ock, he was attacked. That's right, I remember! What time is it? The Harrower tells him it's 10 p.m. Why? Deadpool shouts, because my 48 hours are almost up. Listen, this has been super fun. Well, no, actually, it hasn't. There's somewhere I gotta go right now. She slams her fist back, shouting, I don't care! You are staying put until my new Carnage fully hatches. No offense, but we just met. And this is crazy, but I don't think we're in a cohabitation stage of our relationship. So why don't you let me go and I'll call you? Maybe? As Deadpool begins to tear the vines off, she begins to ask how it's even possible. The amount of venom in his body. He shouldn't be able to move even his fingers. He shouts that he has a fast metabolism, and he cracks her with one of her own vines. Deadpool begins to fight off the creatures, telling her, come on, my deadline is in 2 hours, which means I have to wrap this up by midnight. Just then, one of the larger creatures chomps down, swallowing Deadpool. And after a few moments of punching things on the inside of it, it falls over as Deadpool crawls back out. Why is it so wet in there? What? Something you're not used to? No, that's not. Wait, I'm making the jokes here. As more of the creatures begin to try and pile on top of Deadpool, he begins to use the cover to slip between wet things and find his way outside, where she immediately catches up to him. He makes a break across the roofs, noticing that he actually isn't too far from Doc Ock's apartment. So after bouncing around, he eventually lands on Doc Ock's roof, and as he gets up, he sees his swords were left behind when he was captured. Now armed with sharp things, Deadpool begins to hack and slash all of her creatures, and then jumps directly into Doc Ock's apartment, seemingly right on time. But at that moment, the symbiote begins to struggle for power, and he ends up falling flat in his face right in front of Doc Ock. "What the hell is this? Why are you even here?" Deadpool slowly gets up. "Don't you move! Just stay still for a few minutes so I can kill you. Just give me a sec. What is this feeling?" Before he could finish, a fully formed hand bursts out of his chest. "What is that?" Doc Ock declares. And Horror arrives just in time to see Carnage is coming. Horror and Doc Ock watch, with more arms beginning to sprout out of Deadpool's body, leaving us on our issue 1 cliffhanger. Now, trust me, I'm a big Deadpool fan, and we're going to be covering this comic book as it comes out like we're doing with the current Batman run. So if you want to be up to date on everything happening in the world of Carnage, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your friends. Also, what do you guys think about this? Now, for those who are going to ask the question, yes, he did team up with the Life Foundation symbiotes at one point, but that wasn't Carnage. This is Carnage being teamed up with Deadpool, which is an interesting premise, and I hope they actually flesh this one out because this could go in some weird directions. But it's not the first symbiote adventure. He's also had the Venom symbiote at one point. But anyway, what do you guys think overall? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this reboot of the Deadpool comic book. And do you miss the King of the Monsters run? Because I definitely do. I thought it was a really good idea to break him away from everything that he's kind of known for. And this could be that as well. But you know what? I'm just rambling at this point. I'm a fan of Deadpool and I love this storyline. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.